immediately like, hey, bro, just saying all the wins I have on you, like, we're in the same tier. Kazuya and Yoshi, like, who knew? These characters are built from the same cloth. But, I mean, the punish game from Justin, very similar to that of some of these Kazuya players, and we'll see how Tim can deal with that going into this game.
Geez, just starting off with a full drift forward command grab. Justin said, hold up, let me say something real quick.
He's freaky for that. I don't know. That's crazy.
Yep, and Tim Prater already with the Shadow Ball confirms. And Mewtwo, again, like you were saying, I didn't know this character to have confirms like Mewtwo be having, but apparently there's something that the Mewtwoos know that we did not.
I'm telling you, and look at that setup. Great option, covering that tech roll in. Not getting a huge punish, but still damage, and the fear factor of that now Justin has to worry about going forward. So I don't know if the up smash will connect on PS2 platform. I think it can. It's a really finicky move, but when it does connect, that thing hits hard.
Absolutely. And Justin starting off right now, one of Mewtwo's main drawbacks is sort of using his long tail for some of these hitboxes. Easy to beat out, so we'll see if that comes into play. But right now, just trying to find his way back to the ledge.
Ooh, sneaky.
What?
Sneaky back air there, man. It's going to cost him his life, going a little too deep there on the edge guard. Justin navigating around it pretty easily. But I think one of the main things in this matchup that will matter the most here is Mewtwo's big hitboxes are nice to swat the Yoshi out of the air, but also the speed, man, to navigate around this character, to really put yourself in positions that make Justin uncomfortable. That'll be the key, I think, for Tim to really, like, take this set into control.
Absolutely. And Justin not going to find much after he hit Tim off. Just sort of comfortable to play, sort of nickel and dimey, getting a couple hits, running away, and that's just all it is. But a down throw fair.
That is not supposed to work like that. The DIN, similar to that checkmate on that Rafa said earlier, that down throw up air for Yoshi. Down throw fair, I don't think it's supposed to be true at kill percent, especially on a character with a frame one escape option like Yoshi.
Yep. And that's sort of what I was thinking too. You know, Yoshi has a very straightforward recovery when Yoshi's off stage, but just because you know what's going to happen doesn't mean you have an answer for it. That double jump armor can be sort of deadly, but that down smash deadly too. 80% and off the stage right now. Got Tim in the corner.
Ooh, whole drag down back air, up smash, pivot. That was very clean conversion from Justin. Not quite going to take the stock. Maybe thought he could get it based on that light weight, but Tim holding on.
I really like these up tilts coming out from Tim right now. Yoshi, a character that loves to be in the air, and so sort of using that to swat him out, just like you were talking about. Very good. Shadow Ball F tilt.
Look at all that frame advantage, man. He is dashing all the way. He ain't hitting with the tip of that F tilt. That's the base of the F tilt, not jab that get him killed. That jab does so much damage, but man, it is not safe on shield. So if you guess wrong, you're going to take a big punish.
Absolutely. Gonna answer back right now, but Mewtwo air dodge, kind of good. Back throw off the stage right now. Has him in the corner, parries both eggs.
Love
and
that.
a grab. But that's kind
just
of crazy.
holding his ground there, man. Not budging 1 inch.
Absolutely. Finds the ledge again, but in corner right now. And I love the way Justin wavelands on these platforms, sort of just put himself in a position to drop an aerial, hold stage control, very safe.
Yeah, for a character like some characters, it's actually like way laggier to neutral or directionally air dodge onto a platform. But I think for Yoshi, such a floaty character, it takes him so long to land. It might actually be like the best way to land on a platform. Going back to our roots here with these wavelands. But that up throw going to take it? No, not quite. Maybe the back throw might have. I'm not sure. Tim knows more than I do. I'll trust his judgment there.
All right, another up throw, gonna do it finally. Even with the stale, that little bit of extra percent, definitely gonna put it over the edge. And it's a one-stock game apiece right here. Only 58% on Tim right now.
Yeah, having those killing throws versus Yoshi, like super, super nice because this character can't get shield poke. There's no setups you can do to really get him out of shield and punish him without literally just hoping he jumps out of it. So having those grab kills, really, really useful in this matchup, making Justin fear the shield a little bit more.
Yeah, and Yoshi can act very quickly out of shield. So if you're hitting his shield, usually you're going to be eating a punish. And so just being able to grab that, yeah, phenomenal option. Only 25% separating them right now. And they're both playing sort of carefully. Justin sort of weaving back and forth between the platforms. Tim just charging and uncharging Shadow Ball over and over again to sort of try and mix up timing right here. Gonna whip the neutral beat. Justin not going to find a command grab right now. Tim's in a lead. It's a very small one, but he was in a percent lead for a minute.
Yeah, these two definitely have options that kill this percent, but they're not the ones that you typically see. So probably going to see a little more damage build up before, unless Tim can find some kind of Shadow Ball confirm and do a forward air or something. These two kind of just feeling each other out.
Ooh,
grab. The DIN actually saving him there.
Doesn't find the up air that he wanted to, but still going to hold on to stage control. I really like the parries on these eggs right now. Really just not letting Justin put pressure on with that. Ends up dodging the B reverse command grab, and Mewtwo F tilt does hit kind of strong.
Yeah, I mean, that's also another move that's been buffed over the years in Ultimate, and Mewtwo definitely really feeling that impact for it. But Man, oh, the 2-frame almost going to catch him there.
Yeah, I really like jab 1 to nair that Justin did right there, not letting the jab 2 rip. Great rolling through the downbeat. Do not want to get shield broken here. Tries to throw out a disable. You know, you got to try it.
That's go confirm.
Confusion up from ledge and a fair. Again, that bag of tricks. You got to have the stuff ready, the matchup checks and everything like that. Because anything that'll give you a ledge in a competitive setting such as this, such as top 32 at Sweet Spot 8, top 16 at Sweet Spot 8, you got to have those on deck.
No, it's really funny. That's the Gimmer confirm, right? Like, he dropped that video like years ago in Ultimate, and no one was playing Mewtwo, and I was like, okay, well, cool, that exists. But you see it now, like when these players are putting all the stuff together, when all that tech, all those discoveries kind of come together, and one player really hones them. I mean, you can see the damage it can do, and people are starting to take a second look at Mewtwo as a character in this game.
Yeah, for real. It really feels like Mewtwo's one of those characters that has had sort of a resurgence, sort of a renaissance. But and Tim taking advantage of it, pulling himself ahead game 1. We're back on PS2, and we already got a juggle coming out from Tim right now. Oh, big down air.
Love this chase here from Tim. That down air extension, really nice. Putting Justin into a really uncomfortable spot, getting the extension off of it. Forward tilt.
And I feel like Justin last game wasn't getting hit by a ton of Shadow Balls, but it felt like every Shadow Ball that hit him, he was paying the price for. Like, Tim's so ready on these confirms right now. And Justin in a little bit of a deficit right now. We'll see if Tim can try and take this first stock.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I mean, these Shadow Balls, like one of the worst matchups that Yoshi has, pretty well agreed upon by all the top Yoshis that I've ever heard of talk about it, is Samus is one of his worst matchups. So the Shadow Ball, in a lot of ways, is better than Charge Shot, but like, and Mewtwo's speed along with that to follow it up, I mean, it's really difficult to deal with this because you're dealing with the Shadow Ball, but then you're dealing with the dash back and the back throw. Like these grabs, man, there's so many things that make this matchup uncomfortable for Yoshi.
Yeah, and when you're throwing Shadow Balls out at your opponent, they're going to want to shield, right? You don't want to get hit by that Shadow Ball. But you know what happens when you start shielding a bunch? You start getting grabbed. And
grabbed, and that's a great pickup from Tim. Knew exactly what happened. Caught the double jump with a fair. Knew he had to air dodge to the ledge. Great pickup from Tim there. Great awareness.
And Tim just nodding his head yes after he got it. Tim's one of those players that when he is feeling himself, he's really feeling himself. If Tim is like mentally sound, if he's in there and confident in his stuff, he starts playing with some fire right now. But Justin gonna answer the stock back, still down a stock, but finding that first one is the first step of a journey of 1,000 miles.
Yeah, no, Tim is definitely one of those players, man. When you watch him play at his best, you're like, man, this guy's like insane, like insanely good, and really he's finding that stride here in game 2, and honestly in game 1 as well towards the end, like where he's just in control, and it's really gonna be tough for Justin to overcome that.
Yeah, and Mewtwo, as we were talking, oh my god,
frame advantage, man. He runs off a stage, double jumps, that slow double jump, and finds the fair. It's crazy how much frame advantage he's getting off these Shadow Balls with the speed, able to follow him up, man. It's insane to watch.
Yep, and then up B on stage, Justin tried to punish it, but getting caught by the platform. Huge parry's going to find Tim a punish. Oh, that neutral B scooped my man's up from a mile away.
Ooh.
Oh, and Mewtwo up B.
Getting bumped by that little ledge there, man. That's that Unova experience there.
That's exactly what I was thinking. We used to see it all the time when that stage was on list, and it still can happen. Misses the tech chase on the platform. Would have been dangerous to get grabbed and up thrown on the platform at 138, but Justin still has another lease on life for game 2 right here. Can we see anything happen?
Yeah, they're just kind of filling each other out. I mean, Tim just waiting for Justin to make a mistake, and Justin really just kind of biding his time, trying to find his openings. He only needs one good hit to get a good 50 here, but I mean, it's going to be so difficult to get that when you cannot get grabbed. But there it is. There's the 50 I'm talking about. We're at 70% now.
Yeah. Yep, and again, Mewtwo, pretty light character, but
Lots of take it.
It don't matter how heavy you are. You just got back thrown at 164, buddy. You just got to hold that, I guess.
Man, these characters have multiple kill throws. I don't know if there's a character with a better set of kill throws than Mewtwo. Like you got Lucas that has the up throw and the back throw, but I think Mewtwo's both kill a bit earlier.
Yeah.
And having that option with all that speed, he was able to dash behind Justin, get that slight turnaround grab. I mean, this is just smooth. It's too smooth to watch.
Absolutely, and that just speaks, there's a certain beauty when you watch anybody play a character that they put so much time into, that there's just such comfortability in the way they're moving around stages, and both of these players have that exact quality where they have put countless hours into both of their characters. It's just insane.
Yeah, no, and it's honestly not an archetype that Tim is unfamiliar with. The big hurt box, the light character, the Sephiroth before the Mewtwo. So he's been in this driver's seat. He's been piloting these types of characters for a long time, and you can really see that experience kind of showing in this. Looking for that roll in, doesn't quite get it. Might have taken the stock if he got that read.
Yeah, that would have been an insane disable to find stock 1 of a game 3, but getting juggled right now by Justin. He's just going to let it rip.
Yeah, Justin will do that sometimes, and it was a good pickup there. First lead, I think, for Justin, at least this significant type of lead, and see if he can kind of snowball this, because Yoshi can live forever. As long as he's able to avoid these grabs, he's been getting grabbed a lot. So if he can kind of make that adjustment and avoid those high percent grabs and just stay alive a bit longer, but like Justin is known for, I mean, this could get back in his favor here pretty quick.
We saw, or anybody who followed Tim, he was tweeting about walking more yesterday in neutral and seeing it a little bit right there. Gonna pick up, can't be naring on Mewtwo's shield like that. That up smash is so strong.
Yeah, no, and walking, I think it's not talked about a lot. I remember early on in Ultimate, like people discovering a few types of movement tech, like dash walking and stuff, and thinking, man, this is kind of useful, but not a lot of people use it. But people don't understand, like dashing, man, you cannot shield for like a long time. So like if you commit to a dash, like you can get hit, and there's nothing you can do. So using those walks to like kind of micro space, because we don't have the wave dashes, we don't have the wave landing, we can't really, there's not a lot of micro spacing options in this game. And finding those walks in neutral, finding those spots where you can kind of reposition, really useful.
Absolutely. Right now, this game could not be any more even unless they were at the exact same percent. This is a pretty close game right now, but Tim in the corner, huge, oh my gosh, great roll on the Yoshi down B. That's just matchup knowledge. You know these two have played before if you're just so ready for that option.
Yeah. And definitely not unexperienced in the Yoshi matchup from Tim, from VGBootCamp previously being in the STL scene. He's played this matchup before. He knows the deal. He's not getting hit by that.
Absolutely, and Tim got him on last stock right now, but Justin not going down without a fight. Only 25% between these two. Going to climb a little bit after that up air, but this game is so doable right now for either player.
Yeah, and then Justin finding that, like the first stock right, just letting the up smash rip right there, letting the double jump up air rip. But here we go. Bad situation for Justin. Makes it back to the ledge. Thank goodness for him. But getting that big opening there, how much damage will it be? We're seeing 60 there. That's the Yoshi classic.
Chasing down with that dash tech. That was
calling
so
his bluff
close.
Again. Say, wake up. you better air dodge. You better press something. And I don't think he can jump out of that combo either, just because of how slow that double jump is. So really needing to air dodge there. Maybe Justin can cash in on that in a second.
Great read to find the grab, does not find the forward air after it, just like we had talked about before, seeing it in game 1. And Justin sort of spacing out, gonna catch a shadow ball to the nair right now. Do we have anything? Tim reading something.
He's just throwing shadow balls. There's no risk at all in throwing that out, and Justin calling up a dash back, getting the soft nair, but can he find the up smash? Not quite. Thinks he's gonna roll in, goes for the pivot, doesn't quite cover the neutral get up rather.
And Yoshi up smash covers so much of the platform, but Tim narrowly avoiding that right now. And a big up air, not going to kill right now. 172 on Justin right now. Anything's going to kill him, but can he find? That's a huge Yoshi down air.
Huge Yoshi down air. He's getting the stage position, but that forward air going to send him way too high. Mewtwo super light, working in his favor right there. Back air safe enough, and the Sour Fair's going to take it. That low weight costing Tim in game 3.
Yeah, and Justin really did bunker down. There was such low commitment in those last moments of that game. To try and find that. Sends off the side, and we're going to see what we got. Tim shaking his head, definitely not what he wanted in that game 3, but that's why we got best of 5. We got a lot more games to play here.
Yeah, Tim giving up those stocks at relatively early percents compared to like what he was used to in this set already. At least the first and second one. The last one was definitely a higher percent. But I think the key for Justin was he was avoiding the grab. He wasn't getting hit by those confusions. He wasn't getting hit by any cheese, any disables. So we'll see how he moves into game 4 and kind of take that and push it forward.
Yeah, he found a lot of success when Tim was in the corner right there. It looked like Tim was just really suffocated in those final moments. But game 4, we're getting back into it. Back on PS2 already. Tim going to tack on a little bit of percent, but game's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean these two, they both do a lot of damage on hit. And we'll see what Justin's able to do in terms of adjusting and kind of push that adjustment forward even further. And he's definitely calling out Tim's defensive options here, getting a lot of damage. I mean, we're talking 100% already in 30 seconds.
Yeah, and he got a lot of damage, and then he read an option disadvantage and just basically doubled up right there. But Tim finding the jab combo, doesn't get the finisher, parries the first hit of back air, but that's a 3-hit move. Gets hit by the second and third.
Yeah, and it's such a safe option with Yoshi's air drift. He's just throwing it out, man. If it hits, it's great. If not, I got center stage. So really solid option. Similar like the shadow ball. Just throw it out, see what happens. Oh, that uptilt's gonna get that late hit. It's gonna take the stock. Justin in a commanding lead here in game 4.
Absolutely. And just, you know, Tim mashed out of the egg, but gets hit by the reverse hit of up tilt. Now let's see if Tim can answer it back to keep himself in this game. An egg and a forward air going to tack on almost 26 or just 26% already. Big down air, going to get a big punish for this. Looks for the nair to maybe reset. Maybe something's going to happen, but Tim throwing out the haymaker. Holy.
Yeah, that anti-air, the angled up. That's such a cool looking move when it hits. Such a nice sound effect. Mewtwo, that's one of the things you kind of miss when he's not as good in the game is like, damn, this character is so cool. Like, so cool effects, good sound effect, like everything about this character is fun to watch.
Big parry on the egg, just running away, sort of resetting the situation. Doesn't want to force anything. Got his double jump snipe when he tried to charge Shadow Ball right there, but himself to stage. 142 on Justin right now. A lot of stuff's going to kill, just like that dash attack. Mewtwo dash attack, pretty strong.
It's really like the same dash attack as Sephiroth, like almost bar for bar, like same purple effects, same like animation. It's a good one, so I don't blame him for reusing it at least once. And both those characters kind of get the same energy, you know.
That was a phenomenal read on the spot dodge and tacking on a lot of percent. Ends up getting down to the platform safely. If you're Justin, you're breathing a sigh of relief right there because that could have led to a lot more.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of dashing back and forth from Tim, kind of just trying to feel out Justin's neutral, like that mid-range, trying to see how he reacts. And definitely hunkering down here in Game 4, kind of bringing it back into reach here for Tim. And he's almost taking the lead here.
Ooh!
Do it.
Man, the point and the explode. That is something that if you're Tim Prater, really just resets the old mentality in a game like this, gives you a lot of momentum. You're going to see the forward throw. Speaking of cool things V2 has, favorite forward throw in the game, my man.
So cool. Yeah, he's like, get out of my face, man. I'm gonna throw these shadow balls at you. Man, that's kind of what Tim does in neutral. It's kind of the same.
Yeah, right. 68% on Justin right now. I feel like in that second stock, he was swinging a lot. He was approaching a lot, which, you know, I hate to say it, but approaching can be kind of bad in this game sometimes. So you got to be careful with how it is. And Tim capitalizing off that. Justin had him in the corner, but Tim got a bag of tricks. Teleport canceling on the edge right there, but Justin's going to keep it up, keeping his advantage state.
Almost dying off the bounce there. Yeah, no, you think Tim was Yoshi with how late he's living in this stock here, and it's really difficult for Yoshi to find these. If you're willing to sit and shield, like Yoshi is not really finding kills on you until you panic. Like what are you gonna do? None of the throws are gonna kill. The neutral special, not gonna. The egg lay, not gonna put him in a situation that's really super easy to take a stock from. So this is getting out of hand for Justin really quick. This is getting out of hand, but we saw the way that Justin won that last game. So all that rage, man, it's getting scary. There's so much hit stun on that Shadow Ball with all this rage, and Tim is just taking full advantage.
Yeah, Tim is in a really controlling spot right now. Tries to ledge trap with the Shadow Ball, but 136% on Justin. But like we said before, we see a 70% conversion, and this might be even. Yeah,
no, it's not too far off of that fair. Going to swipe that stock away in Game 4. Tim sealing it out, locking it in, not letting the set slip away from him. The St. Louis players are not getting reverse swept today.
No, not at all. That's actually, you know, a decent upset. I don't know what their set record is in the past, but you know, it was 12th seed to 20th seed, I think. So you know, decent upset for sure. If you're Tim, definitely gonna mark that one up on the resume. That's a good win. Justin23 is a great player.
He's a great player. I definitely